Welcome, everybody. We all together now. Welcome, everybody, to the Big Time Show podcast. What is going on, everybody that is presently on Facebook, those that are on YouTube, those that may be watching also by Twitch, and of course, those that are listening by the home of the Big Time Show podcast, which of course is Podbean. Welcome to everybody. Thanks for lending me your ear for a few minutes on this very hot Tuesday that is here in Memphis, Tennessee. Welcome. Let me say hello to some people that I already see. I see Mr. Phipps, Mr. Kevin Phipps. What's going on, good brother? What's going on, man? Miss Ty is on Twitch. How you doing? What is going on? Here go. Podbean, what's going on? To those that may be listening to this just maybe a little bit later, welcome to the show. Tonight is a big night in sports. Of course, the NBA Finals begin tonight with the Phoenix Suns and the Milwaukee Bucks on tonight. A finals that probably nobody predicted, probably with the exception maybe a lot of people picked the Bucks to go to the finals, but I guarantee you nobody picked the Phoenix Suns to go to the finals this year. Nobody. And if you did say it, you know you're not telling the truth. And I don't know how it is in your guys' cities, but here in Memphis is known for bandwagon. I mean, just anybody. We so thirsty for a winner. We change teams every year here in Memphis. I mean, you got somebody who will cheer the Lakers one year. They'll cheer the Nets the next year. They'll cheer the Cleveland Cavaliers when LeBron there the next year. Then he'll go to Miami. Now they Miami Heat fans. I mean, their wardrobe got to be just crazy. I mean, you don't know where some people stand. Unlike your boy right here, everybody knows where I stand. They know I stand with the Los Angeles Lakers, and they know I stand with the Dallas Cowboys. There's no switching. There's no going back and forth every year. It is what it is. I stand with them. I fall with them. It's just that simple. Somebody asked, well, aren't you live in Memphis? Well, what about the Grizzlies? What about them? You know, I mean, what about them? I mean, I'm not hey, I'm serious. Like, okay, and I cheer for them. You know, I cheer for them, but I'm not a diehard fan. And when the Lakers come to town, I cheer against the Grizzlies. It's just that simple. I just cause a team live in your city does not necessarily mean that you have to automatically cheer for them. That's my stance. That's just the way I am. So it is what it is. Listen, before I give y'all what I'm talking about tonight, you guys should know by now that their music was brought to you by Alec X Winters from Instagram. I appreciate my young brother allowing me to use his music for the podcast show. I have his permission, and Lord knows I use it. That's the clap your hands music. Y'all know what time it is. I appreciate that so much. Listen, if you want to become a supporter of this podcast, the Big Time Show podcast, there it is on the screen for you. If you are watching by YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch, there it is for you. You need to type that in into your screen, and just go to it and make a decision, and you can support the podcast show by that. Also, if you're on Podbean right now, you should see, especially if you're listening to me by your phone, you should be able to just click on that button that says become a patron. That's all you have to do. and then make a decision there, and you can join in. You also have the option of the golden beans and hearts and gifts and all that kind of stuff. If you're listening, you can do all that and support me that way. And finally, and last but not least, as I hadn't said this in a while, but the podcast show is everywhere. I'm on Podbean, of course, Google Podcasts, Spotify. I'm on Pandora. The Big Time Show podcast is on iHeartRadio. It is on Twitter. It is on LinkedIn and Tumblr as well. So most people have at least one or two of those accounts. Of course, I'm on Facebook and YouTube as well. Sooner or later, everybody at least has one of those accounts. If you don't want to subscribe and follow me and help me out that way, I would surely appreciate it. Thank you again so much. Let's go ahead and let's talk about my big question tonight. And I did not. Yeah. Thank you, Miss Ty. I see you. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not seen my video, that I did a couple nights ago on my personal page, you need to go and watch it and get a good laugh. It was classic Doug Brooks. That's all I'm gonna say. Everybody knows me. Know I am a preacher. I can get serious with you. I can, I can talk Bible with whoever, but there is another side of me that is kind of from the Richard Pryor, the Richard Pryor school. I'm not cussing like Richard, but I am a student of foolishness. How about that? Can I say it like that? I am somewhat of a comedian by nature. So that's all I'm gonna tell you. If you follow my page, go to my personal page or the Big Time Show on Facebook and just check out the video from a couple days ago where I got my doctrine in from Dallas Cowboy University. That's all I'm gonna say. The rest, as they say, is history. You will laugh. I was just having a lot of fun. I am a doctor now, if you want to call it Dr. Big Time. That's me. Yeah, Dr. Big Time. Dr. Big Time. Yeah. Can the church say Dr. Big Time? That's all. What's up, E. Kush? I see you, man. So if you haven't seen that video, if you want a good laugh, a couple people on here saw it and they already. What's up, Chris? What's going on, man? Thank y'all. I'm sorry y'all coming in a little late, and it's my fault because I didn't share it. And I'm doing it presently right now with the groups. I'm usually on top of this. But hey, I messed up in the first couple minutes and did not share it. I'm doing it right now. And I'm probably going to need as many people as I can to get in because I got a question tonight. And I'm going to set it up. And I'm looking for folks who going to tell the truth tonight. I will find out tonight where people really stand. This is a classic case for Cowboy fans tonight because Cowboy fans are real tricky. They can find ways to hide behind the star. You're a Cowboy fan, but in some instances, many Cowboy fans hide behind the star to avoid questions about how you really, really feel. I purposely put a question out tonight that is going to expose Cowboy fans tonight because there's no middle ground. There's no middle ground. That you can't hide no more. You can't hide. You can't hide this. I asked a simple question tonight, and I got a few people here with me tonight. We'll start off and let everybody we'll let everybody catch up. I got one question tonight, y'all. Is Dak Prescott really that good? See right there. That eliminates you from hiding behind the star. We know you're a Cowboy fan. We know you are. But do you really, really believe in your quarterback? That Chris, I don't even know what that means now, man. I see that. I don't know. It look like one of them little fish that talk in an animation film. I don't even know what that means. It looked like a deformed Tweety bird. That's what it looked like. I don't know what that is. But I got that question tonight, y'all. And I got a few people in here that if you're not a Cowboy fan, your opinion almost don't count. Okay. I'm really looking for the Cowboy fans tonight. I ain't gonna be long. Oh, so here. Oh my. See what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about. See, y'all see E. Kush comment there? I put it up for you. See E. Kush comment. The reason why, see, some Cowboy fans will just go ballistic over what he said. But see, you got to know who your people are. See, I do not question E. Cush's Cowboy status, if you let me say it like that. I know he's a Cowboy fan. I know he is. I die hard just like I am. See, I see Chris. See, look at Chris comment. You see Chris? I don't question Chris. Chris is a Cowboy fan. Those are on Podbean. I asked the question. You can't see it. My guy E. Kush said, I asked the question, is Dak Prescott really that good? E. Kush comment was, for those on Podbean, say, yes, I do. But I believe he has to have a team to be good. Okay. Chris Curry says he's only as good as his talent will take him. These are Cowboy fans. Kevin Phillips is a Dolphin fan. I know him, known him for a few years now. He's a Dolphin fan. He says he knows he's not a Cowboy fan, but Dak is good. He has the weapons. He has the weapon in his offense. That's what a non can. Hey, I ain't put it down. Look at everybody. See, for those that watch the video, they already know what I'm talking about. My doctorate degree from Cowboy University. Mike, I ain't put it up yet, man. It's coming. Please understand, it's coming. Miss Ty's asked the same question. It's coming. These people that watch that video is just funny. But I got the question tonight. I got to ask the question because, see, here I got, just a few points, and then I'm going to let you go so y'all can watch the finals. Clifton Bradley. I don't know you, and this is the first time Clifton Bradley has been at the Big Time Show podcast, if I'm not mistaken. We welcome you, even in your blindness, as you come in talking about Chicago Bears. We could care less about the Chicago Bears. We don't care about the Chicago Bears. We don't even study the Chicago Bears. We don't look for the Chicago Bears. We don't care who the Chicago Bears are. We don't care about Walter Payton. Yeah, I said it. We don't care about Jim McMahon. We don't care about the 85 Bears. I know my history. Clip. But this is a sports. I get, but you know what, Cliff. I'm gonna leave you alone because my podcast is a sports podcast. Therefore, the Chicago Bears does fit in. However, you can tell by the T-shirt I'm wearing that you already know when I start talking about football, you know who I'm talking about. All you gotta do is look at my shirt. You see what it is. I ain't gotta say nothing. I'm a Cowboy fan, and my show is dedicated to pretty much the Dallas Cowboys. But Cliff, I appreciate you stopping in, and don't let this be your last time. Okay, I appreciate you, man. This is what I want to say. Dak. Yeah, exactly, Chris. Next we be talking about the Jaguars next. You see what I'm saying? Listen, the money that Dak got for his contract. Thank you, Clifton. The money that Dak got and the amount of money that he's gonna make per year forces a different conversation now. For him, it does. He can't hide. Not that he was hiding before. It's just that new level, new conversations. He cannot hide now. The money he's making puts him in that rare breed. Whether he's that good or not, he will be judged in that Mahomes, whoever, Aaron Rodgers, he'll be in those type of categories. That's where he is now. So whether his skill set is great or good or average or whatever you want to call him, he's going to be judged completely different now. But I want to know from y'all tonight. I got my own thing. I'll tell y'all what I think. I'll tell you what I think. But I want to know from y'all, cause see, we hide behind the star. We say Cowboys, while we cross our fingers when it comes to Dak Prescott. Because some of us really are not 100% sure about Dak Prescott, if the truth be told. Y'all might well come on out behind the rock. Come on, tell the truth. If I say Tom Brady, you 100% confident. If I say Rodgers, you 100% confident. If I say Mahomes, you 100% confident. When I say Dak Prescott, and 100 just dropped a little bit. And the question is, oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, my guy has showed up in Podbean. The good, the bad, and the ugly truth has entered the house. What's up, my guy? It's been a minute. I know you're busy. What's going on, man? It's good to see you, man. You've been absent. I'll talk to you about that later, but look, it's never too late. So it's never too late. So come on in. Right? Come on in and hang out with your boy for a minute. I want to know how y'all are really feeling. I need the truth tonight. We ain't gonna tell nobody. I ain't gonna put your name out and all that kind of stuff. We just in here as a little family. Ain't too many of us in here tonight. But I need to know really what y'all really do. You really believe Dak is that dude? Let me go ahead and tell you what I used to say. This is what I said about Dak, because Dak was getting a whole lot of credit in his rookie year because of a tremendous offensive line and a great rookie running back in Ezekiel Elliott at the time. And it wasn't like Dak had no real gigantic great numbers. He just didn't lose no games. He didn't make the gigantic mistakes. He was a pretty much a solid game manager. Plus, he was a rookie at the time. So the playbook really wasn't that wide open for him. He just played well. The threat of his legs caused problems for defenses. Ezekiel Elliott was incredible his rookie year. That offensive line was great, but we got tricked. People started putting greatness on Dak when really he was. There you go. He could say honestly, anyone could have flourished with that 16 squad. Exactly. But in the process, Dak Prescott got Offensive Rookie of the Year when really he really didn't have no gigantic stats. But people started putting him on a pedestal. To the point, of course, where he knocked out Tony Romo. He took Romo's job. And people started putting this pressure on him, really, to be truthful, when his skill set was not, let's just say it like this. What Dak is now, he was not like this when his rookie year. Nowhere close. Nowhere close. And this is what I said about Dak because of the way that we played. Okay? Now, it's not a real question, Chris, because what Dak is now compared to 3-4 years ago is almost like night and day. I would give it that. No doubt about that. No doubt. He is 4 or 5 times better than he was his rookie year. And it's no question about that. The question is, really, did we put too much on that? Expectations. And it propelled him to where he is for the contract. He got a lot of money. And I know it, when it comes to free agency, it's really all about who's next. So the money really is not the issue. But he got paid as if he is a MVP candidate. That's how he got paid. But my question is he that dude? This is what I used to say about that. This is what I used to say. I used to say this. As long as the game is 10 points or less headed into the fourth quarter, Dak Prescott can tie the game up. But I did say that if we're down 2 touchdowns beginning the fourth quarter, we're not going to win. The reason why I said that back then was because if the game had to be in Dak Prescott's hands solely, I'm talking about that where the game is out of reach for Ezekiel Elliott to be a factor. I said then that we cannot win because Dak can't bring us back because he's not that dink and doink and little slants. When you got to push the ball downfield, Dak is not that good. That's what I used to say about him. I used to say that he was a short, Dak-friendly screen, bubble screen, short slants, little post, little small, skinny post. That's what he was good at that particular time, which means that it's going to be, unless the receivers broke a tackle and broke it all the way, usually it was going to be a time-consuming type drive. And when you down 14, sometimes you got to go and score quick. I said Dak is not that guy. He's not. So as long as the Cowboys kept a game close, I was saying back then, he got a chance. We got to keep it under 10. We got to keep it under 10. That's what I was saying back then. I also said that Dak could not push the ball down the field. I just said he couldn't, he's not that great. He's good at short, little small route running. He can do that. Anything from throwing from 5 to maybe 12 yards, Dak Prescott can do that. But I said from 15 yards down, Dak not that good. That's what I used to say about him. And in the meantime, guess what? Dak was making Pro Bowls, even though I was saying what I was saying. Even though the fans vote you in, but bottom line is he was a Pro Bowl player. I was saying that. I was saying, just like some of you said, that Dak needs a heavy running game to be successful. That's what I was saying about him. If he ain't got no running game and the game solely falls into his hand, we're going to be in big trouble. That's what I said about Dak back then. Dak, however, as we all know, kept getting better. Better and better and better. To the point of last year before he got hurt, this man was on a tear. I mean, y'all remember the numbers. he was lighting it up. We weren't winning, but he was lighting it up. He was lighting it up. He was on fire. He couldn't be stopped. And it got to the point where something transitioned. It was like back then, you wanted Dak to throw the ball back then. Something changed in the last year and a half to where defensive coordinators now want Ezekiel Elliott to run the ball now. They didn't want Dak to pass the ball because, my God, Dak Prescott can light you up, especially with the talent that he has now. You don't want Dak throwing the ball now. You want Ezekiel. It's changed that quick. You want Ezekiel Elliott running the ball now. You don't want them three receivers out there and Dak Prescott in the shotgun. You don't want that now. Possibly Blake Jarwin or Schultz as a tight end. You don't want that now. Ezekiel Elliott lined up in the back. You don't want that. You don't want that right now. You don't want to see that. So, y'all forgive me. I just had a small text. I don't know. I don't know. You don't want Dak like that now. So, with the production that he was having last year and the year before that, Dak was lighting it up. And he made a transition that not too many quarterbacks do. That is, he changed his resume. His resume was pretty much a game manager. Now, he's lethal. Not too many quarterbacks can change their resume within the first 4 or 5 years. Whatever you show in your first 2-3 years, that's pretty much what you are. Lamar Jackson, ain't nothing changed. Lamar Jackson's going to be Lamar Jackson until he starts getting broke up from running the football. Kind of like Robert Griffin III was. When Lamar Jackson has to pass the ball, Lamar's not that great. He's not. What makes him electrifying is his ability to run. When he can't run no more, or run games, which Lamar probably will always be able to run until he'll be just like Michael Vick was. But the resume didn't change. They're going to always say Lamar is an athlete, and every now and then, hey, y'all, hey, James, I see you. He will always be a quarterback, Lamar Jackson, that can run and play action pass, going to have guys wide open. That's going to be Lamar's resume. I don't see him becoming incredible passing the ball. I just don't see it because he's never showed it. He didn't show it at Louisville. He didn't show it, since he's been in the league. Russell Wilson is one that changed his resume. Russell Wilson was known kind of like what I said about Dak. At the beginning, Russell Wilson was just a pretty good game manager. Had a great running game and an all-world defense. All Russell had to do was not mess it up. Something changed in a couple last years where Russell Wilson elevated his game to where he is considered one of the top 3-4 quarterbacks in this whole league. Because of what he's able to do. Russell Wilson can take over games now. This is the sentence that I always said about quarterbacks. There was a statement that was said about Russell Wilson. It said, we used to win games with Russell Wilson. Now we win games because of Russell Wilson. That's the transition. You used to win games with Russell Wilson, and then now you win games because of Russell Wilson. That is what Dak Prescott is. We used to win games with Dak Prescott, and now we win games because of Dak Prescott. In other words, to answer my own question, I'm saying this. Do I really think Dak is that good? Yes. E. Cush is on here. E. Cush has been with me. We've been together for the last 3-4 years, I think 3 years or whatever. E. Cush would tell you. I would tell you that if you asked me that question 2-3 years ago, I would have said no way. No way we can win. Not with that, the way that he is now. But if you ask me now, is he really that good? The answer to me now is yes. Why? Every year the kid keep getting better and better. I ain't talking about baby strides. No. Yeah, exactly, Jerome. Hey, my boy Jerome here, Talking Football podcast. Jerome is in the house. Jerome know what I was saying. Look, I'm not one to give you credit when you don't deserve it. Dak Prescott has earned my stamp. Not that it mean anything. But the kid keep getting better and better every year. Where he was his rookie year to where he is now, it is seriously like night and day. It really is. His skills have just, it's really night and day. Clifton Bradley's on here. He's a Bears fan, and he just talking in here. So y'all got him. Y'all let him go. You know, whatever. Just thank you, Clifton, for your. You say Dak is just okay. You know what the funny thing about that, Clifton, is? Many Cowboy fans agree with your statement because they're just not sold completely on Dak. What I'm trying to say is, yeah, I'm about to say this. I'm gonna say it. And I'm not talking about records now. I'm not talking about records. So don't tell me about where he ain't won this and he ain't won that and he ain't won that and I ain't talking about that. Dak Prescott, I'm finna make a bold statement here. I didn't listen to what I'm saying. Listen closely now. Don't say what I said when I didn't say it. Okay, listen to what I'm about to tell you. Dak Prescott is approaching, keyword, approaching greatness. Huh? Y'all heard I ain't say he was great. I didn't say he was Aaron Rodgers. I didn't say he was Brady. I didn't say he was Mahomes. But I am saying this. He ain't too far from it. Okay? Think of a baseball diamond. If Mahomes and Brady and Rodgers, these are the people who everybody consider great. If they're at home plate, if they're swinging around first, second, third, and fourth, if those guys are at home plate, Dak Prescott is at least at third. When you start, okay, if you say that Mahomes, Rodgers, Brady are your top three quarterbacks, some would say Russell belong up there. I would agree. Russell Wilson belongs up there. Those are the top 4 quarterbacks. I'm talking about elite guys. Guys that can take over a game by themselves. I'm serious. I mean, we see Russell Wilson. I mean, good Lord. He puts a team on his back. We seen Rodgers do it. We seen Brady do it. We seen Mahomes do it. So there's no question about those guys. That very next tier, that's right below that, there's an argument that can be made that Dak Prescott leads that second tier now. I'm just saying. I ain't got time. If you're gonna say Lamar Jackson, I think Dak is better than Lamar. Some of y'all gonna go off on this, and I'm just a homer and a Cowboy fan. Skill set wise, Lamar can't touch Dak. Dak can't touch him running. Everybody know that. But when you get past running the ball, what is Lamar Jackson? Dak can run the ball, maybe not as electrifying as Lamar, but he can run the ball. We know that. And there is no comparison between Lamar Jackson throwing the ball and Dak Prescott. So if you ask me, this is just my opinion. I'm just telling you like it is. Lamar can't touch Dak Prescott. Okay? Somebody gonna say who the next one? Matthew Stafford. Look, I done seen Stafford for 15 years, whatever he was. He ain't Matthew Stafford can't touch Dak Prescott. Matthew Stafford has a rocket arm. His arm is stronger than Dak's. I give you that. But he ain't all that. Huh? I mean, who else you gonna do? Matt Ryan? Give me 5-6 years ago. Give me that Matt Ryan. I might give it to you. I would say back then, yeah. But now, no. Matt Ryan not on Dak level. No. Some of y'all like saying Baker Mayfield. Please, give me a break. He got more TV coverage than Dak Prescott. Huh? See what I'm saying? I can't give it. I can't. Baker Mayfield not better than Dak Prescott. No. And please don't be saying because I got my Cowboy shirt on, I'm a Cowboy homer. I tell you, everybody know me. No, I'm just gonna tell the truth. Mike Evans bring up. Thank you. There was an argument talking about Carson Wentz was better than Dak Prescott. Please, I bet you nobody ain't saying that now. That's because he never was better than Dak Prescott. Carson Wentz, and I don't know. Oh, Clifton already said that Mahomes was an elite quarterback. We already know that, so we ain't even talking about him. Jared Goff, please. Don't even give me that. Don't. Some folks young. Dak Prescott is better. Thank you, Kevin. Carr's not better than that. He's not. Carr's not. You put Carr behind this team that we have. I'm not so sure if Carr gonna win 8 games. When the big moments happen for David Carr, he folds. And opposed to the big moments that I've seen, Dak steps up. That's what I've seen. And so to answer to my own question, and I got a lot of people, I see my guy Geechee done showed up in here. Let me see what Pod ain't talking about. What y'all saying over here? Good, bad, ugly. He says, yeah. He agreeing pretty much everything I'm saying, yeah. Brandy, who was that? Brandon Nicole. What you got to say? You believe it? Miss Ty's a hater, so she's a 49er fan, so we don't even worry about what they say. But to answer my own question, Is Dak really that good? Because, see, I'm exposed to Cowboy fans tonight, for those that don't know. I'm not questioning your star. I know you're a Cowboy fan. I know you are. But when it comes to Dak Prescott, I'm removing the star away so we can find out really where you stand. Because we got a quarterback that's going to be here for the next, barring a career-ending injury. We got a quarterback that's probably going to be with us probably for the next 7 to 8 years. And it's good to know on the front end, before this thing really gets started, what do you really feel about your quarterback? Because he's going to be judged on a total different level now. The money dictates that. He's going to be expected. There's high expectations just for him. If I'm talking about for him, forget everybody else. There is expectations for him that he has to do it. He will be looked at as a guy that said, okay, Doc, we're going to put the ball game in your hand. Carries home. It used to be the other way around. That's why he's one of the few quarterbacks that have changed his resume. He used to be a good game manager. Now, he the man now. They have drafted, y'all. They have drafted to accommodate him. Huh? I love it. Thank you, Geechee. Pressure is privilege. Exactly. This is what comes along with it. You can't hide under the game manager tag. I think he passed that anyway. He is not. He's at the point now. They have drafted like for him. They've drafted for him. The 3 receivers. They're drafted. Look. I mean, the offensive line is built for him. The attention. Listen to this. Y'all been, you Cowboy fans just like I am. Y'all been reading. Look, the attention to the running game is not what it was 3 years ago. The play calling is geared more towards Dak than Zeke Elliott now. Zeke Elliott can't even carry the ball 20 times a game. I tell y'all this all the time. Go check it out. Go see how many times Zeke Elliott has carried the ball at least 20 times in a game in the last 3 years. Get back with me. Then at the same time, watch how many times Dak Prescott has thrown the ball at least 35 times a game. Get back with me. Exactly. Thank you, Geechee. So, I just can't. The strength of this team, watch this, y'all. This is how quick it doesn't change. The strength of this team used to be the offensive line and Ezekiel Elliott. The strength of this team now is the offensive line and their ability to pass protect, so the ball can go to the strength of this team now, which are the wide receivers. It's not Ezekiel Elliott no more. I'm not saying Ezekiel Elliott's skill set is down. Ezekiel Elliott still can bust you for buck 25 to $1.50. If we give him the ball, yeah. If we give him the ball, Zeke still can get you. Ain't no doubt about that. But this team gonna score. This team, I used to hate it. I used to hate it, y'all. I used to hate it. I did. I used to hate it. I used to hate Dak throwing the ball. But let me tell you something. We're not a grind out football team no more. We're not. We are a legitimate pinball machine type offense. Run it up. Run it up. 30 plus. Give me 30. Give me at least 28 points a game. 30. 28 to 35 points a game. This is what this offense is capable of doing. And the only way you're going to get that, you got to pass the ball. If you talking about Cooper getting 1,000 yards, if you talking about Lamb getting 1,000 yards, if you talking about Gallup getting close to 1,000 yards, guess what you're doing? You're passing the ball a whole lot. When I ain't throwing in Jarwin and the Schultz and the backfield is catching balls out the back, I ain't throwing that in yet. I'm just talking about the 3 receivers. I mean, we're not the grind. We may grind you out after we done scored at least 27 points heading into the fourth quarter. We might grind you out then. We'll call Ezekiel the closer. He'll close the show. But Dak Prescott running the show now. Dak Prescott runs the show. It's just the truth. We thought that when we drafted Zeke Elliott, we thought we had a running back that was flat out gonna dominate like Derrick Henry does for at least 5 to 6 years. That changed. Look how Kellen Moore called plays. That ought to tell you something. All you got to do is look at the team. You don't have to ask the question, who runs the Tennessee Titan offense? You already know. All you got to do is look at the stats. Derrick Henry runs the Tennessee Titan offense. Look how many times he get the ball. There's no question. Who runs the Green Bay Packer offense? There's no question. And many times as Aaron Rodgers throw the ball, there's no question. Even though he got a great running back in Aaron Jones. He has a great running back in Aaron Jones. But guess what? Everybody knows run that offense. That is Aaron Rodgers' team. Same thing with the Dallas Cowboys. This is Dak Prescott team. It is. And we are going, and I'm not trying to bring any controversy. I believe that what Chris say, we need to put Tebow, look what Chris said. See, here go the foolishness. We need to pick up Tebow and put him at the fullback position. You know what? Chris? As funny as that sound, if he could block somebody, I might consider it. I don't know if he consider, who is this? I'm on Podbean now. Hey, good, bad, what ugly. I don't know sports. Kristen said, oh, okay. Come on now. Love your radio voice. Okay, thank you, Kristen. Hey, follow the show. Good, bad, and ugly. Okay, yeah. Good, bad, ugly. They say Tebow. That's just my partner, Chris. He kind of like me. He like to cut up and show out and check. Tebow gonna be in a broadcast booth in a few more weeks. It's just that simple. Do I think that Dak Prescott is really that good? Yes. Go back to my statements before. This is how I judge quarterback. I told y'all when 3-4 years ago, I told you that if the Cowboys go down 2 touchdowns head into the fourth quarter, I said that I would tell you that the Cowboys would lose that game 3-4 years ago. Now, I'll say that we still in the ball game. We got a chance to win. Because I've seen Dak bring teams back now. I see him go toe to toe. Our defense was horrible. Dak put up 7. Defense give up 7. Dak come right back, put up 7. Defense pull up, give up 7. And back and forth and back and forth. Dak, it wasn't because of Dak, our defense was horrible. Dak put up the numbers. Dak put up the points. Dak put up the points. We just gave up too many points. It wasn't because Dak wasn't scoring. Dak was scoring 30. We were giving up 31 though. That's what the problem was. So 3-4 years ago, I would say, we lost this one. Now, Dak can light this team up. Dak can light the whole team up. No question. I mean, it's rare, y'all. I'm serious, y'all. Think about it. It's rare when a quarterback in his first 4 to 5 years changes his whole resume. If you're a game manager starting off, you pretty much a game manager the rest of your career. If you're an MVP starting off like Mahomes was, that's your level and that's how you're going to play. Mahomes would never go down to be a game manager. Peyton Manning, when he started off, Peyton only got better to where he was. Drew Brees, these guys. I'm saying that they changed. They were great coming in. They stayed great. It's rare when you can find a quarterback that started off kind of like saying, well, he all right. We just can't put too much on him. We can't put the whole game in his hands now. We can't do that. That all done changed. I'm talking about it didn't take long. Not with him. He's one of the rare quarterbacks that have changed his whole thing. Russell Wilson is the same way. Russell Wilson started off as a pure game manager, leaned heavily on beast mode and that incredible defense that he had. That's what Russell Wilson was. Just don't mess it up. They was a running football team and had an elite defense. He killed them guys. All Russ had to do was not mess it up. Russ was throwing for 210 yards a game and 175 and 2 touchdowns, 195. That's all he had to do. But something clicked, and now Russell throwing 300 yards every game, 3-4 touchdowns every game. Elite. They ain't got no running game no more, Holly. It's all Russ. He changed his whole resume from being a game manager to an elite type guy. Dak Prescott has done the same thing. Maybe not quite on the level of Russ yet. Not on the level of Russ yet, but he mighty close. He's one of the few quarterbacks that have changed his whole resume. And he keep getting better every single year. Based off the trajectory that he's had. Oh, I'm going ahead and tell y'all this year right now. I'm telling y'all right now. I'm going to go and say it. I'm going to say it, man. Yeah, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. I almost want to catch myself, but I'm going to say it. Dak Prescott will be a MVP candidate this year. I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to put it out there, y'all. I'm going out on a limb. Dak Prescott will be in the conversation this year for the MVP award. I ain't talking about top 5. I'm talking about top 2 or 3. I'm putting it out there. Because come here, Geechee. Come here. What you got? Geechee say he going worse. Oh, Geechee say he will be the MVP. Okay. I mean, I'm not. Let's just look at it. If this offensive line can stay somewhat healthy. But you know what? I done seen Dak when I'm just telling you. I seen Dak play without Tyron Smith, and light you up. That's because he done progressed. I done seen him play without Zach Martin. Lord knows we definitely saw him without Lyle Collins. He was lighting these guys up. He was lighting people up without him. So that's when you know that you done progress in a big way. When your great line ain't there and you still lighting it up. I mean, come on now. I'm not gonna argue with but see, Mike, let me say this to you, Mike Evans. You say Zeke is due for a huge year. I don't see it, Mike. He not gonna get the ball enough. I mean, Kellen Moore still is our offensive coordinator, right? No. I don't see him getting the ball. Look, we've been begging for Zeke the ball to get when the last time Zeke Elliott carried the ball 25 times a game? Good Lord of mercy. Do we got to go back to his first 2 years to find that out? Huh? I mean, that's why I say when you say a huge year, what you talking about? You talking about 1,200, 1,300 yards? I can see that, but it won't be because he getting the ball. Yeah, exactly. He ain't gonna get the ball. Not like that no more. This team has changed, man. That's what I'm trying to say. This team has changed. It's Dak's team. Dak gonna be in that shotgun a whole lot. Dak gonna be doing a whole bunch of play action passing. Mike says between 1,200, 1,400 yards. I can see that. I can for Ezekiel. I can. You got 17 games this year. 1,200 yards really ain't, what used to be a big number. 1,200 yards really ain't. That's almost bottom tier now. I'm serious. I mean, you're not getting the ball enough. Kellen Moore is going to line up with this shotgun and going to have Ezekiel on one side, Tony Pollard on the other side. And you're going to have them 3 wide receivers and sometimes Jarvin out there at the same time. You're not passing. You're not running the football. You're not. Exactly. That's all it takes. You think Zeke going to get 15 plus touchdowns? Again, Mike, I say that about Ezekiel every year because I say when we get in the red zone, I say Ezekiel ought to have 15 touchdowns. But you know why he don't? Because on first down and goal from the 2-yard line, Kellen Moore got Dak Prescott in shotgun. Second down and goal from the 3-yard line, shotgun. Spread them out. Never run the ball. See, don't in the midst of predictions, don't forget who your offensive coordinator is. And I'm telling you, it's only going to get worse because the quarterback is better. Kellen Moore, y'all forgetting now. I need to help somebody. Let me go and help you. Kellen Moore comes from the discipleship of Scott Linehan. Y'all forgot that? I say it from that because when Kellen Moore got drafted, he got drafted by the Detroit Lions. Who was the quarterback of the Detroit Lions when Kellen Moore was there? Matthew Stafford. Who did Matthew Stafford have? Megatron. You can't even name me the Detroit running back. You can't even name me Reggie Bush. Okay, Reggie Bush was catching balls out the backfield. You can't even name the running backs of Detroit when Matthew Stafford was there. Why? Because Matthew Stafford was in shotgun all the time. Passing the ball 40, 50 times a game. They didn't run. That's what Kellen Moore came under. That's the playbook that he learned. What happened to Kellen Moore after that? He got traded to the Dallas Cowboys. When he got traded to the Dallas Cowboys, who was the offensive coordinator of the Cowboys? You got it right there. Scott Linehan. He's only had one offensive coordinator his whole career. Scott Linehan. What does Scott Linehan do? Pass the ball. He passed the ball so much that we begged this man, will you please give the ball to DeMarco Murray, please? And stop trying to make Tony Romo the MVP every single week. Will you please run the ball? He finally caught on 1 year. Dang near ran DeMarco Murray legs off his body. DeMarco Murray was not the same after that 1 year. Murray had over 1,800 yards. Consequently, guess what happened? Cowboys, best year in a long time. Should have won the game in Green Bay. The game was theirs. They say he didn't catch it. The Cowboys, it was because DeMarco Murray took over the offense. It wasn't Romo. It was Murray. That's what Kellen Moore come from. Kellen Moore went to college at Boise State. What did Kellen Moore do at Boise State, y'all? Line up his shotgun the whole game on that blue field at Boise State and throw the ball nonstop. So really, Kellen Moore is almost allergic to running the football. I'm serious. I mean, the stats speak for itself. And if you thinking that Ezekiel Elliott is gonna get the ball like he really just gonna get the ball 25 like he Derrick Henry or somebody, it ain't gonna happen. It's not. Zeke's role is gonna be to close the deal. They're gonna run some of these guys out of the game, and depending on what the score is, Ezekiel Elliott will then take over the game. That's gonna be the formula. It's Dak's team. Because he's that good now. The money says he's that good. The skill set that he has says he's that good. The knowledge of the offense says he's that good. The receivers that he has, he can throw for 1,000 yards to all three of them. No question. Blake Jarwin is going to add something totally crazy to this offense. It's just going to be too much. I mean, pick your poison. You can't stop it all. If you double Cooper up, okay, you singling up Gallup, or in the slot, you singling up Lamb. If you double Lamb in the slot, or you like double Lamb, whoever in the slot gonna get crazy. You're gonna go one-on-one with Cooper. Nobody can hold Cooper one-on-one. Pick your poison. You put a Jarwin, who was a wide receiver coming out of college, which means he got speed. You line him up at the tight end position. Linebacker can't hold Jarwin. Depending on who your safety is, they can't hold Jarwin. He too big. Schultz showed us last year. He can play. I mean, pick your poison. I mean, who you gonna guard? If you're doubling up somebody, okay, that means you're not stacking the box. Okay, what that mean? Okay, Zeke. Okay, in an unstacked box, go to work, Zeke. I'm just saying. You talking about matchup problems? I mean, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. Then push come to shove, if you dropping folks back, guess what's gonna happen? Zeke, I mean, Dak can pull it down. Now, we ain't gonna be too excited about seeing him run, but I'm just saying. I ain't say he's supposed to run 5-6 times a game, but I'm quite sure Dak ain't gonna have no fear. He can pull it down and hurt you with his legs still. Now, we ain't hoping that he do it, but hey, he a football player. Dak ain't gonna be worried about all that mess y'all talking about. Please don't run. Dak gonna run the ball when he have to run the ball. I'm just saying, I don't know how you guard all this. It's just like pick your poison. If you're gonna take away one thing, it's gonna be 2 or 3 things left open. You can't double everybody. And because of that, exactly, Zeke and Tony can catch out the backfield, exactly. And because of all this, I'm expecting Dak Prescott to lose his mind this year. I'm just telling y'all. I'm expecting him to lose his mind this year. 5,000 yards. I'm putting it out there. Possible All-Pro. I ain't say Pro Bowl. I said a possible All-Pro this year. This will be his greatest year as a quarterback this year. Now, what would that bring us? I don't know. I will say this. I will say that we should pull out the division this year. And I ain't one to just lock in on division. I'm just saying that I don't see, barring injury, of course, I don't see none of the teams in our division beating us. I ain't saying we sweeping them. I'm just saying when it's all said and done after 17 games, Cowboys should have a better record than everybody else in the division. And then from that point on, I don't care who you are. When you got a team that can score 30 a game, I don't care who the defense is. Tampa, whoever. Green Bay defense, whoever. If you got a team that can score over 30, you can be beat anywhere. So I'm looking for it. Do I think he's that good? Yes. And to all my Cowboy brothers and sisters who are still straddling the fence, still saying he don't deserve that type of money, still saying he shouldn't, he ain't elite, still saying he ain't this, still saying he ain't that. You can keep saying it all you want. You know, we family. You keep saying all you want, but guess what? He here now. He ain't going nowhere. We're going to find out. I think I already got the confidence to know what he going to do. He done showed me every year. That's the reason why I'm saying that. It's not like there's been a digression. That there's been elevation every year. Every single year he get better and better and better. I mean, why should I think he gonna get worse? No. I don't even think he reached his peak yet. I don't think so. Yeah. He's a guy who wants it. And I ain't talking about his intangibles. I ain't, great leader and all. I ain't talking about that. I'm strictly talking skill set tonight. And what I done seen, and E. Cush is on here. E. Cush could tell you what I said about him in the past. I didn't believe in him. I didn't. I ain't finna act like I was on this train the whole time. I was saying all the time, look, we ain't gonna win with this quarterback because the moments are gonna come. It's kind of like Jimmy Garoppolo. As great as the 49ers was that year they went to the Super Bowl a couple years ago, I said it the whole year. Sooner or later, guess what? You can't lean on that defense that he got. Sooner or later, you can't lean on that awesome running game he got. Sooner or later, the game is going to come into Jimmy Garoppolo's hands, and when that does, the 49ers will lose. I said that. Now, it took to get to the Super Bowl to find that out because it usually didn't happen. But guess what? The game fell into Garoppolo's hand. He couldn't do it. See? You can run, but you can't hide. And that's what I used to say about what I said about Garoppolo. That's what I used to say about Dak Prescott. I said that you can run, you can hide behind Ezekiel Elliott all year long, but sooner or later, the game gonna fall in your hand, Dak. And you ain't ready. And he proved me right. He wasn't ready at the time. People used to talk bad about me, say, I'm not a Cowboy fan. No, I call it like it is. He was not ready. I know he wasn't ready. But now, oh my goodness. Please give Dak the ball now. Give it to him. I want it in his hand. Give it to him. Yeah, give it to him. There's some points I don't even want to see Elliott running the ball. I don't. I said it last year. The little time that he put the Dak play, man, let's put in Dak's hand. Dak gonna run. Dak trying to score 30 points every game. Give it to him. That's what I feel about it now. Put the ball in Dak's hand. Let's roll. Zeke, you're secondary now. You're not primary. You're secondary. You're a good number two. A great number two. Dak number one now. Of course, that's my opinion. And you Cowboy fans, maybe you have a different opinion. And I'm not knocking you. I'm just saying what I done seen. Yeah, Chris, we do want Zeke on first goal. But again, I say, What does Kellen Moore do? I mean, we all we can do is hope Kellen Moore have learned about his red zone offense and his play call in the red zone. That's the only thing we can hope for. But the history shows that when we get inside the 5-yard line, he lined up a shotgun. I mean, forgive me, and I'll close with this, y'all. Forgive me, but if you want the offensive line to take over a game, the way that you do that is called plays that's making the line go forward and lay on your guys, lay on the guys. The way to not wear them down is to be pass blocking, going backwards, sitting on your heels, letting the defensive lineman attack you. That's not wearing guys out. You wear them out by mauling guys. Kellen Moore was calling plays to make the offensive line back up and pass blocking all the time. So when the fourth quarter came, guess what? Because you've been passed so much, the guys weren't tired. You didn't get the offensive line a chance to lay on them and wear them down and maul them. And you didn't do that. That's Kellen Moore. And that's all I've seen out of Kellen Moore. So, if he changed his philosophy, I personally would be glad, but the history shows that he won't. So guess what? We just need to score out in the red zone. We need to make it count. If you're going to line up first and goal from the 2-yard line and spread out, let's make sure we ain't kicking field goals. Score. You got that much confidence that we got to score. Common sense tell you to run it, but we ain't running it. So score. That's the way I look at it. I don't believe in Kellen Moore. I don't have confidence in Kellen Moore. What I got confidence in is that the talent level is so good that a lot of the talent level is going to make up for the mistakes that Kellen Moore makes in play calling. That's what we're going to be dependent on. That the talent level outrides the bad play calling that Kellen Moore does sometimes. That's where we are. I believe that the talent level of this team will make up for some of the mistakes. That's why I think where we are. It won't be because of coaching. It'll be in spite of coaching. That's why I think where we are. I believe Kellen Moore gonna call bad play calls, but because of the athleticism of CD Lamb going up and get a ball, I believe that's gonna override the bad play call. Or CD jumping over two people, or third and 8. Instead of throwing the ball down the field, you run a quick slant to Cooper and for 5 yards, and Cooper bust a tackle and run an extra 40, 50 yards. That's when the talent take over. Bad play call. It was 3rd and 8. You threw a 5-yard slant pass. Talent take over bad mistakes in play call. That's why I think where we are. And we have the talent that can do that. Unless Kellen Moore show me different. And we're going to find it out real quick. I don't believe in Kellen Moore. I ain't saying he's trash because he's not trash. He's not trash. You can't have a top 3 offense every year and then say he's some trash. He's not trash. He's not. He just had bad play calling in bad spots. It's called situational football, where he is just horrible. That's what I think about it. Listen, I'm done. Appreciate you guys. Let's go watch the final. Some of you guys are already watching it. I'll see you guys on Saturday at 3 p.m. Saturday at 3 p.m. I'll see you guys 3 p.m. Central Time. For those that are on Podbean right now, if you are not following my show, click on my face up there, whatever it is up there, and just follow the show. If you want to become a patron of the show, it's simple. If you're on Podbean, All you have to do is just click that button that says become a patron. That's all you have to do, and make a decision and support me that way and support the show. If you're on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch right now, I put that up on the screen. You can see that. Type that in, what you see, the Big Time Show 3.supercast.tech. The Big Time Show 3.supercast.tech. You become a premium member of the show. Listen, if that don't do you well, we have another way. My Cash App is simple. It's $, the Big Time Show. $, the Big Time Show. If you're on Podbean and you don't want to become a patron and you just want to support the show, it's simple. $, the Big Time Show. That's all you have to do. And I appreciate anything. This is just a great hobby for me. It's definitely not the source of my total income. It's just, I appreciate people who want to support the show. So I thank you. I might do a part 2 to this, because I know I'm gonna get a lot of haters who gonna watch this stuff afterwards. Cowboy fans are still divided when it comes to Mr. Prescott. So I can expect some stuff even after this. If y'all on this, y'all kind of turn y'all notifications on this if you're on Facebook, and watch how people may say some things, and we'll see. All right. Until then, you guys already know what time it is. We leave the show on a party note. I just feel like partying, y'all, because this show is electrifying. It is. I am electrifying. So, the show is electrifying. I'm not being braggadocious. I'm just telling the truth. This is electrifying. Everybody on this show, Chris Curry is electrifying. Michael Evans is electrifying. E. Kush is electrifying. Miss Ty is electrifying. The Good, Bad, and the Ugly is electrifying. And listen, he has a podcast. The Good, Bad, and the Ugly Truth has a podcast. Go follow him. Follow his show. You'll get the notifications when he's on. Great young brother. Great show that he has. Who else on here? I don't know everybody that's on here. But if you join in for the first time and you done hung with me this whole time, you are officially known as electrifying. That's what you are. We're a family. We just an electrifying family. And since we're electrifying, let's go ahead and close this show the way we came in. We got some electrifying goodbye music. This is what I need y'all to do. I'll see you guys Saturday at 3 p.m. Can y'all do something for me, though, before we leave? If you're on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube, I'm just going to leave y'all. Podbean, I'll still be live with you, but can y'all just go ahead and y'all know what time it is, right? Come on now. I'll see y'all Saturday at 3 p.m. Until then, come on, clap your hands for me. This is, yes, sir, the Big Time Show.